Hey, what's up? I got a score. Well, at least I think it's a score. I did a little bit of trading, looking around, that kind of thing. I do that every once in a while on like Craigslist, OfferUp, Facebook. Haven't had a lot of luck in a while, but this time I think I got something that's halfway decent. I traded an Xbox 360 that I had, an older, 360, nothing special. And a part of a metal cage that I'm not even using anymore for a Baja that I got behind me. I got this guy. It is a red cat. It was, told to me that it was a volcano. It is not. This is a classic Shockwave chassis, and this has volcano parts on it. Mainly the towers. So the towers on the front and rear, volcano parts. It does have some upgrades and stuff on it, nice aluminum and stuff. It has a shit servo in it. These hex flies right here are kind of crappy anyway, and this particular one is already given out, so I will be replacing that. It had a bad spur gear. It cost me like $6 to fix it up. And the glue plug, I'm probably going to have to get a new one because it doesn't want to stay down. I don't think I have any more washers either, so we'll probably just buy another plug. Yeah, it could use it. And it came with this body. Any of you that know anything about Red Cat, especially the Volcano and Shockwave series, this is not the body that comes with it. This is, I don't really know which version this would even come with. Or it's an aftermarket body or something. I have no idea. It is definitely not for this truck. But I've been working on my 3D pen a little bit, just kind of tooling around here. These might be functional. They're nice and thick. I was still kind of smoothing them out. As you can see, they're still pretty rough. I don't really give a crap about that. You see, I got my little indentations there where I want to actually drill through it. The idea is to get it to fit on this guy, and if you look, it's not terribly far off. So the front there, I'm gonna have to move the posts and stuff, and then the rear, I could bring it up a little bit, and that might actually fit on there. The only problem is the posts that were on there originally are these guys, and they do not have very much reach at all. So that's the whole point of me doing the other ones. It came with a pretty decent remote, I think. It's an older Kyosho remote, Sync RC or whatever the hell it's called. I like it because it's very ergonomic. You see how it's got the wheel over here? It's very comfortable to when you're playing around, at least for me, because I kind of hold everything sideways, it keeps the wheel where I need it at. It's got all your basic trim functions, all that jazz on it. On the back here, it's got basically like your, you'll see on some of the new trucks, here, hold on. You have stuff like the mini crawlers, for example. Here's my Axial SCX24 remote. So the mini crawlers, they have like low, medium, and high. Essentially, this is kind of what this is. The Traxxas ones have a better understanding. They have like a 70-30 and a 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever. That's basically what the switch is. So pretty happy to get something like that. That's I like the older radios anyway. I've got a bunch of them now, so I kind of figured that would be pretty cool to mess around with. All in all, I did get it running. I took it for a little ride down the street. I did not get that part on video because the steering is so bad. I turn to the left, it wants to stay to the left. I turn to the right, it wants to stay to the right. So I'm just going to replace it. I've got cheap $10, $15, $20 servos in there that are 15, 20 kilogram. They'll do perfect in there. So I'll switch that out, and it might have a blown clutch. I don't know yet. Maybe a bad spring or something. I'm just kind of going through it right now, but this is the preliminary, so we'll kind of do almost say a restoration. We'll just bring it back to life. Should be pretty interesting though. some of these little old red cats, they're pretty fun to play with, you know, if you treat them for what they are. They're not an arm. You can't go out in the backyard and run it in the side of a hill and expect it to survive. It's not that kind of car. For one, it's 10 scale, and red cat 10 scales are always smaller. So keep that in mind. It is Nitro, so this particular one does not have reverse. Very few of them do. But for what it is, it's pretty decent. I think I can make a nice little street ripper out of it. So, you know, without spending a whole lot of money, I'm gonna kind of go through and bring it back. You know, I'll just call it like it's not really a restoration. I'm not gonna go full restoration on it. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on this, but I want to get it functional. So here's a couple running clips that I got of it. Actually, out in the driveway by some garbage cans. I you know, got it running pretty decent. I put it by memory. I think the high speed is supposed to be 3.5 out on the needle. The low speed's 3.25, 3, something like that. And then the idle, I have no idea. So I think it's kind of close, at least close enough to let it burn through whatever the nasty fuel is. It came with some VP fuel, which I'm not really a fan of. So I'll run a little bit of the VP fuel in it for a while, just to make sure I keep it running and everything, and then I'm gonna put some good stuff in it. So yeah, check out this clip and tell me what you think. Well, interesting. Did we get the gear? No, that might be clutch maybe. Ooh, that's burning hot. All right, well, definitely got our work cut out for us here. I mean, can't complain. I traded an old Xbox 360 for it, so they come with this really cool Kyosho, or yeah, Synchro RC or Sync RC or whatever by Kyosho. I actually like these remotes. I've only had one other one and it was kind of crap. It didn't work. I like how the steering wheel is kind of pointed to the side. This is a Red Cat. I think it's kind of a mix of a Shockwave and a Volcano, because the Shockwave had the 18 engine, and I do believe that's what this is, and it had the purple chassis. That's pretty much a tall tale sign of that. Plus they all have one shock, and if you notice, each wheel on the independent suspension has one shock system. The Volcano has two. They double up here on each side. So, and it looks like it's got some Volcano towers on it, some body towers or whatever the hell they call them. Maybe they was trying to sit a Volcano body on it. They gave me a crappy body with it, but it doesn't even fit, and I wasn't even gonna try. Had these big monster tires on it and stuff, you know, definitely way too much for the truck. Way too much weight. This is really more like a buggy type setup. And as you can see, my camber and all that kind of stuff is still out a little bit. I just kind of adjusted a little bit. I was running it up and down the street here, just a little ways. I didn't get any running video of that because the steering servo is pretty bad in it. I go one way and it sticks that way, so I got to kind of fight it the entire time. So I didn't want to go doing all that. But yeah, I mean, still not a bad score. I got most of the parts to fix it already. I spent like $6 on this spur gear, so it runs, and now we'll see what we can do with it.